Is spirituality real? When reality responds because you are part of it. 1. The question that splits worlds. Is spirituality real? This question does not divide the intelligent from the naive. It divides those who believe they stand outside reality and those who understand they are inside it. Some say everything is just chemistry. Others say there is an invisible depth at work. But perhaps both sides miss the same thing. They assume reality is a stage, and they are merely spectators. If you stand outside, you will see nothing. If you step in, you begin to receive response. The question is not whether spirituality is real. The question is, are you participating in reality or merely observing it from a distance? 2. The great illusion. We think we are separate. We are taught that reality is material, that consciousness is only a byproduct of the brain, meaning the world is out there, and you are in here. But if that were true, why do two people experience the same event so differently? One collapses, the other grows. The event does not change. Consciousness does. If consciousness is merely a byproduct, why does it determine the entire texture of your life? Maybe the question is not whether spirituality exists. Maybe the real question is, what is consciousness? 3. Belief does not create reality. It opens access. If you believe in synchronicity, you begin to notice meaningful coincidences. If you believe life is random, you will only see probability. Reality does not suddenly rearrange itself. But the layer of meaning you access changes, like radio waves. The frequency exists. If you are not tuned, you hear static. If you tune in, the signal becomes clear. Spirituality is not an illusion you invent. It is more like a spectrum of information. Belief does not create it. Belief allows you to access. 4. The objection. Is this just pattern seeking? Some will say, the human brain is wired to find meaning. Yes, but a deeper question follows. Why are we wired to seek meaning at all? If survival were everything, why do we pursue truth, justice, beauty, and even sacrifice our lives for them? If consciousness is merely an evolutionary accident, why can it observe matter and question its own origin? Either the deepest dimensions of human experience are collective illusions, or consciousness cannot be reduced to matter. There is no comfortable middle ground. 5. The turning point. You are not outside reality. Imagine, consciousness is a fundamental dimension of reality, like space, like time. If that is true, then interaction, response, synchronicity, are not mystical anomalies. They are natural. Spirituality is not an entity floating somewhere above you. It is the way your consciousness interacts with the deeper structure of existence. If you never call, you will never hear. If you open, you begin to perceive. Not because reality changes, but because you stop pretending you are separate from it. 6. The feedback loop. The more you open, the more you see. When you begin to believe life has depth, your attention shifts. You listen differently. You see lessons in events. You perceive connections where you once saw fragments. The more you notice, the more you perceive. The more you perceive, the more you trust. The more you trust, the more you open. A feedback loop forms. This is not self-delusion. This is participation. Like a relationship, if you never speak, you assume the other is silent, but perhaps you never reached out. 7. Conclusion. A non-negotiable declaration. So, is spirituality real? If you demand laboratory proof before participation, you may wait forever and see nothing. If you dare to engage, you may discover you were never isolated from reality. Reality does not respond because you are fantasizing. It responds because you are part of it. And once you understand you are not a spectator, but a co-creator of experience. The question, is it real, begins to feel small. If this video made you pause for even a moment, comment one word: I engage. And if you want to continue exploring the deeper layers of consciousness, follow this channel, because perhaps reality has never been silent. You simply have not been listening.